What if the Luffy who fought Kaido on Onigashima was the one who showed up to save Ace? We all know the tragedy of the MarineFord. Luffy was too weak, too slow, and didn't have enough Haki to compete with the monsters of the Grand Line. But today we are going to change the history. Imagine a Yonko level Luffy landing in the middle of the Plaza. Yup, it would be absolutely insane. Now I'm excluding Gear 5 for this scenario because awakening requires the mind and body to catch up to the troops' power, and honestly Gear 5 would be devastating. It wouldn't even be a fight. For this video we are talking about the Luffy with the Advanced Conquerors Haki, Advanced Armament and Future Sight Haki. So let's break down how the War of the Best becomes worst nightmare. At the original MarineFord, Newgate, the great whitebeard was a shadow of himself. Between the old age and declining health, he couldn't use his full Haki and strength. But this version of Luffy, he is reaching his prime. Reminder, he is not even in his prime. Think back to the rooftop of Onigashima. We saw Luffy go neck and neck with Kaido in base form and Gear 4. This isn't the kid who got flicked away by Mihawk. This is the man who can split the sky. With this kind of power, Luffy wouldn't be just running through the plaza. He would be a force of nature. One pulse of his Conqueror's Haki would knock out thousands of marines instantly, clearing the straight path to the scaffold. The 300s, they aren't gonna have an easy day at the office. In this time, then Luffy doesn't just bypass them, he does serious damage to them. Imagine a King Kong gun infused with Conqueror's Haki slamming into Kizaru, Aokiji, or even Sakazuki. Shockwaves alone would reshape the island. Then comes the bridge. In original time, when Garp let Luffy hit him because his heart wasn't in it, Luffy knocks out Garp as the hero of Marines lowers his guard, clearing a final obstacle. But still, as the fleet admiral tries to crush them in his Buddha form, Luffy uses his improved Gear 2 and Future Sight to dodge every single shockwave, meanwhile simultaneously unlocking the Ace's stuffs. Now, Ace is free and Marines are sweating. Now we get to the fight we all have been waiting for. Sakazuki, aka the donut maker. In the original story, Akainu baited Ace and caught Luffy off guard, but not this time. With Advanced Future Sight, Luffy sees Akainu magma fist coming before the admiral even moves. Luffy dodges with ease and Ace never has to become the donut. Instead, we get an epic moment we all wanted to see. Crazy old gen and new gen duo of Luffy and Whitebeard smashing the heck out of Akainu, which we thought God would have done if not for Sengoku stopping him at that moment. As the war reaches its peak, Blackbeard and his crew arrive to scavenge the revenge, but they aren't gonna find broken Luffy or dead Whitebeard. They find a Yonko level Luffy and the Whitebeard with his commanders. Luffy and Whitebeard, the strongest duo holding the fort. It's a neck and neck battle for both Marines and the Blackbeard pirates till a certain someone arrives. Yep, you guessed it right. The Akagami pirates. Shanks enter the battlefield with enough aura forming to tip the scales completely. Just like in the original timeline, he is here to stop the war. But this time, the odds are heavily in the pirates' favor. Seeing the sheer power of Luffy, Whitebeard and Shanks all in one place, the Marines have no choice. They have to admit defeat and back out. Even Blackbeard, seeing how unmatched the situation is, would ducktail and run. Finally, the war ends not with a funeral, but with a victory. What happens next? There are two possibilities I thought of. One is Luffy becomes 5th Emperor for real much earlier than we saw in the Whole Cake Island arc. Or even better, Whitebeard finally decides it's his time to step down and enjoy his final days with his family, his crew. And Luffy ascends as a 4th Emperor in the place of Whitebeard and forms a permanent alliance between the Whitebeard pirates and Straw Hat pirates as equals. With this outcome, the entire story might change. So if you want me to make another video or continuation of this video, let me know in the comment section. Anyway, I am going to make the video maybe next week or the day after tomorrow also, maybe based on the response. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel, and we will give this video some high points so that this video will reach more One Piece fans like us.